Alright, we're off with the NA half of DW2 PL fight night number 2. Today we got a good fight. We got Mr. Krabs versus Dr. Hydrogen to start off the night. Dr. Hydrogen, last we saw of him, he fought me in the prelims of the NA tournament, the very first fight in Pro League history actually, and he hasn't fought since then. I did beat him, but it was a very good fight. I know Hydro's playstyle pretty well. He's really big with those critical hits. He does a whole lot of damage. He knows when to pick those shots. And then Mr. Krabs has a lot of volume. He really likes to get in your face and just overwhelm you with attacks. I actually fought both of these guys in the NA tournament. So I think I'm pretty qualified to say that this should be a good fight. So right off the bat here, 1 minute in. And these guys are off to a slow start. You know, they're definitely reading each other right now. They're feeling each other out. I think both of them haven't really been playing so much recently. So it is to be expected that there's going to be a big warm-up period for this fight. Hydro particularly has been very inactive lately, so I'm interested to see if he still got it. But looks like Hydro's doing pretty good piecing up Mr. Krabs, who is stomach in 3D, by the way, for those of you guys who don't know. The guy in the black trench coat is Mr. Krabs. Hydro's in the blue. Hydro's really piecing him up with these super deliberate overhands. He's timing them well. I say as Mr. Krabs lands a short overhand of his own right in the clench to Hydro's face. These guys are just trading power shots right now. And it's getting pretty ugly pretty quick. They're already starting to up the pace. Good axe kick by Hydro knocks Mr. Krabs off of his feet, but his overhand was already in motion, so it lands and does damage regardless. Oh, Mr. Krabs tries to step in, and Hydro with a huge counter, and now he's teeing off with the head kick. Oh, Mr. Krabs is hurt. He's hurt, and Hydro's seeing red. He's going in for the kill. Look at this hand speed right now. Hydro is relentless. Absolutely relentless with the overhand and catches Mr. Krabs right after he throws a kick of his own. And a curb stomp for the second KO. Only 2.5 minutes in. And there's a 1,000-point lead for Hydro, and he's got 2 KOs. And has 20 health left of his first life, so... man... you know, they say ring rust isn't real, and Hydro might be proving that right now, because despite the fact that he's probably played less than 10 hours of Drunken Wrestlers 2 since he fought in the tournament, you know, he's been very inactive, but despite that, he's putting on a very good performance right now. His timing is still there, his perfect blocks are still there. I'm impressed. But it's very early in the fight, so we'll see if Mr. Krabs can get going here, and we'll see if Mr. Hydro over here is going to be able to keep up that pressure. Because you never know what happens, man. These fights are 15 minutes for a reason. But Hydro's still just... he's quicker to the punch than Mr. Krabs is. Like, his counter-striking, he's just timing Mr. Krabs really well. He's reading him. You know, these overhands are just being placed so delicately, like a bullseye on the dartboard here. Oh, but as I say that, Mr. Krabs gets a good overhand of his own. These guys are really hammering these overhands right now. I'm not seeing a lot of uppercuts. I'm not seeing any spinning back fists. They're not really doing any spin kicks. These guys are pretty much just hook straight and overhand. Couple head kicks sprinkled in here and there. Look at how every single time Mr. Krabs is in range, Hydro's throwing that overhand, right? Now, this wouldn't be nearly as much of an issue if Mr. Krabs was blocking them, which he's failing to do, but Mr. Krabs can, if he was paying closer attention right now, he should be able to see that pattern from Hydro, where every time he steps in range, Hydro's gonna throw the overhand, and Mr. Krabs should be capitalizing on that right now and setting up the counter of his own by dashing in and dashing out to bait the overhand. I mean, not to reveal my secrets, but... the overhand of Dr. Hydrogen is his go-to move, and if you recognize that, you can exploit it. I'll leave it at that. If you want any more context to that, go ahead and check out the VOD on Oleg's YouTube channel. The recording of the North American tournament that we did way back in A couple months back. It's on Oleg's channel somewhere. But yeah, Mr. Krabs should be capitalizing right now. Hydro just keeps throwing that overhand, and yeah, Krabs should be countering it. 1,000-point lead for Hydro. Oh, Hydro hides the head kick behind an overhand. He's starting to switch it up a little bit, which I can really appreciate. Okay, Hydro's coming in with the overhand now, like Mr. Krabs would be expecting, but he's actually hiding a kick behind it, and he's feinting the overhand just to land the kick. Oh no, these axe kicks are going completely unblocked by Mr. Krabs right now. He's taking a super unnecessary amount of damage, but he gets a couple perfect blocks in. Mr. Krabs' timing with these blocks though is just, it's not enough right now. Hydro just keeps on throwing the same attack and hammering him every time regardless. It's not looking all that good for Mr. Krabs here. Oh, and he trips up on his own feet. That's the last thing he needs right now. Halfway through the fight, about 1,500 points behind. Make that almost 2,000. Krabs is not doing too good here. He's not looking too hot. It really seems like Hydro just started swinging right off the bat, and Mr. Krabs hasn't seemed to really get going at any point during this fight. I mean, you know, he's had half the match and he's only got 2,000 points right now, and 1 KO compared to the 5 of Hydro. The point differential isn't entirely indicative of the story here. I mean, despite the fact that Hydro only has about, he has less than double the points of Mr. Krabs, but he has 5 times the amount of KOs of Mr. Krabs. So the scoreline isn't telling the whole story here. This is more dominant of a performance in Hydrogen than you guys might think just looking at the score. It was very good stuff from Hydro. Nasty combos. He's super quick with the hands. Look at him throwing that hook onto the end of his overhands here and landing some nice axe kicks. Oh, another nasty hook by Hydro, who's really he's throwing the uppercut in there too. Okay, Hydro's starting to switch it up. I think he might be listening to the broadcast here. I'm liking this out of Hydro a whole lot. These blocks are relatively on point for Hydro. I say as he whiffs several perfect blocks in a row. I think we don't really see Hydro's perfect blocks that much here because Mr. Krabs is barely even throwing any attacks. He's pretty much just getting completely smothered by Hydro. As I say that though, he lands his hook kick, and then he sends Hydro across the room, runs over, and then gives him a straight right to the face, knocks him back to the cage, but Hydro's able to stand up, answer with a couple strikes of his own. But it was looking hairy there for Hydro for a second. Mr. Krabs might finally be catching his flow, catching his rhythm in this fight. And, you know, never say never. It's not too late at all for him to start making a comeback, but it's going to have to happen quick. He cannot let Hydro do any damage with this last 8 health of his, but as I say that, he gets a 30 damage body kick. I'm not so sure how that happened. Regardless though, Mr. Krabs doing a good job of staying in the pocket with Hydro right now, which he should have been doing this whole time considering how Hydro keeps on nailing him with this overhand at range. So I feel like the game plan for the rest of the fight right now, which is somewhat successful for him at this moment as we're speaking, is definitely just getting in the clinch and throwing those hooks, hitting that spinning backhand as soon as Hydro starts to retreat to try to catch him on the way out, like he just did. Mr. Krabs looks like he finally has a good game plan figured out, but Hydro's just too quick with these combos, right? He's just slipping right past the defense of Krabs and getting in huge hits without much of before Mr. Krabs is really able to touch him, and then Krabs doesn't perfect block any of this, so he just gets huge damage. No, I don't want to say huge damage for free because these are some really impressive setups actually, especially in these last few minutes by Hydro. He's throwing some really... Headphones turned off, sorry about that guys, but as I was saying, despite the fact, you know, I don't want to take too much away from Hydro right now. These perfect blocks out of Mr. Krabs, though, it has to be said, are just not there. I mean, Krabs is eating so much damage from Hydro. Manages to finish Hydro off, gets his second KO, yeah, second KO to 7 of Hydro. 3,000 points behind for Mr. Krabs. It's a pretty dominant performance by Hydro so far, I must say. Krabs comes in with a good hook though, knocks Hydro off his feet. Now he's in the clinch. Box spam by Hydro, which indicates that Krabs is starting to put on the pressure, and Hydro's not confident in his ability to time the perfect block, which is why he's spamming the spacebar so that he can accidentally get a perfect block. I'm guilty of that myself very often, but it's looking like staying in the pocket is actively a consideration that Krabs is making right now, and it doesn't seem to be working though. Hydro's counter striking is just still, as I was saying, on point. This whole time, Hydro's counter striking has been very on point. He's doing much less overhand spam than he was at the start of the fight, and he's really starting to switch up these combos, and I think that's why you're seeing the point difference between these two players just continuing to grow as the fight progresses. Hydro's only 1,000 points ahead of him for a while, but oh wow, that's a 3,000 point advantage for him now. So Hydro's just doing better and better as this fight goes on, and as much as Mr. Krabs is trying to get back into it, it's looking like, I don't want to say a null effort right now, but it's clearly not going his way. Oh, but an axe kick into a hook kick does massive damage, lands very clean against Hydro. Hydro, he even had to type good fight after that one. I mean, that was a pretty disgusting finish from Mr. Krabs, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and a huge overhand. Mr. Krabs is really starting to pick up the pace right now and putting this pressure on the Hydro. Really trying to crack that egg. Crack that bright blue egg. Bright blue, Tim stomping, red, white, and blue panty wearing, red bandana. Let's take a second to appreciate their outfits, really. I mean, these two gentlemen really, they came in their Sunday best, and as the head admin, I just really appreciate when people dress for success. You know, I appreciate these guys showing up in a proper attire here, and I just appreciate their commitment to really putting on a show. You know, even down to the wardrobe. Good stuff out of both of them. Oh, they're both just swinging for the fences now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Hydro's rocked. Hydro's rocked. He's out on his feet. Never mind. He comes in with an overhand as Krabs tries to step in and go for the kill. But Hydro's down again. He slips. But his defense is too good. 3 perfect blocks in a row. Hydro is just nailing these blocks right now. I mean, as much as I'd like to say that Krabs, not as much as I'd like to say, it's a fact. Krabs' combos and his general momentum and just the way he's been approaching the fight, he's just been getting better. His timing's been better. He's been finding his rhythm as the fight goes on. But Hydro's just shutting all of that down. Both of them are playing way better than they were at the start of the fight. But right now, I mean, Hydro's just nailing the perfect blocks. His combos are crisp as ever. And a disgusting wheel kick as Mr. Krabs tries to step in. Really seals his fate. Oh, and the BM from Hydro. I'm loving it right now. He's feeling himself. Alright, for somebody that's been inactive and away from the league for so long, Mr. Hydro is really... He came out tonight to make a statement. He wants us to know, hey, listen, even though I haven't been fighting recently, I'm still a contender. Like, don't you guys forget about that. And we certainly won't. Dominant performance by Hydro tonight, and what an exciting fight to start off the card. Performance by Hydro.
Yeah.
That was impressive, man.
Appreciate it.
That did not look like the Hydro I fought, man. Like
It's because I haven't played in a month.
Those combos are getting pretty dirty, man. It looks like you've been practicing.
No,
I meant that as in you looked way fucking better than you did in the tournament here, man.
Dude, you absolutely destroyed the man. Holy fuck.
That's no joke.
It's I didn't go into the chat, and I just listened to really chill rap the entire time, and I was just like in the zone. It was some sick shit.
And we're off. Fight number 2 of the night. We've got Pakkuwakku versus Big Red. Big Red, he's a pretty new game, or a pretty new name, sorry, in the rankings. He's been around the game for a while, but just recently in our last Fight League event, he picked up a pretty big win over Stivka and put on a pretty decent performance against Burrito. So there's a lot of hype around Big Red going into this. And Pakku hasn't fought in the league before, but he's been around for a very long time. Everybody knows that Pakku is a force to be reckoned with, so we should have a very good fight in front of us. Right off the bat, these guys are just throwing down. I mean, these guys had no waiting period. They're not reading each other out at all. They're just straight to swinging, which means it's going to be an exciting fight. You can already tell. Oh, Pakku tries to step in with the teep kick, and Big Red lands a huge overhand. That was some big damage. But Big Red has a lot more health than Pakku right now, and it's looking like this first KO might come pretty quick. Knocks Pakku out of the arena. And 600 points for Big Red after the first minute already. 600-point lead. And he's about to get his first KO with about 75 health left. But we'll see if Pakku can do anything. If he can stand up, that is, because he keeps on tripping on himself. And that's a KO. That's a 1 minute 20-second KO. Only took 30 damage. That's a convincing start by Big Red. This is shaping up to be an exciting match.
Yeah, Big Red's bringing it, man.
Yeah, look at this. He's just so relentless right out of the gate. I mean, him and Pakku were just in a clinch with each other for like 10 seconds. I don't know if you just saw that. Like, these guys are on each other's asses right now.
Yeah, both just diving in, throwing.
Oh, they get a double knockdown. Fly to opposite sides of the arena. And another knockdown from Big Red. I think that might have been an uppercut that landed really well, just judging on how Pakku flew straight upwards.
Oof, seems like Pakku keeps losing his legs.
Yeah, Pakku has been on the floor for like at least 3/4 of this fight so far. And a lot of the time it's not even his fault, he just falls. But it is looking right now like we have a pretty clear advantage in the blocking department for Big Red. It seems Pakku's just eating an unnecessary amount of shots right now, which is part of the reason why he's on the floor so often. Oh, double overhand lands, but it's a knockdown for Big Red and not for Pakku. And then a disgusting wheel kick as Pakku's trying to walk away. I don't know how that one landed, but impressive stuff regardless. But Pakku times a nice overhand as Big Red tries to hit him with that Beyblade technique, and with 12 health left, Pakku brings it up to 1-1. As soon as Big Red spawns, though, right back to 1-2.
Yeah, I was gonna say the points were about 500, but that widened the lead again.
Yeah, it didn't last too long. Oh, Big Red knocks Pakku up with a hook and then lands an overhand to slam him to the ground. Pakku is just getting beat up right now, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it seems like Red's been catching him on the way in on a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's getting a little bit better now, but it's a nice low kick.
Pakku keeps Big Red from standing up by standing on his body, but elects not to do any damage. But lands a very nice spinning back fist when they stand up. Pakku getting some big hits in right now. Not bad at all. And then a huge uppercut takes Big Red to the ground, and he's hammering him with these axe kicks right now. Now Pakku's the one with the aggression. Big Red tries to come in with a hook, and then Pakku just lands the overhand mid-animation and sort of smacked Big Red there.
Yeah, it seems like Pakku's speeding it up a bunch, and it's helping him out.
Oh, that's like the third time that Pakku has done a axe kick that ended up doing multiple ticks of damage just by how it collided with Big Red's body. Pakku is getting a lot of work done with that axe kick right now.
Oh, look at the score, man. 100-point game
they're
right now.
back to even, and their health isn't that far apart either. Pakku at 1 health, and Big Red at 5! Out of nowhere! I don't even know what's doing all this damage, but Pakku ends up dying just by the way his joints collide with each other as he tries to stand up, and Big Red gets a free KO there, essentially.
Yeah, he had another crazy fall too, man. Pakku can't keep on his feet.
Pakku's starting to, I think he's starting to pay a lot more attention to what attacks Big Red is using, and he's starting to read the way that Big Red comes in on him, and he's also giving Big Red less opportunities to counter-strike by letting him attack first sometimes. These are some very high-level adjustments out of Pakku right now. It's pretty clear that he's very deliberately trying to make the necessary adjustments to what he notices about Big Red's playstyle. And this is what separates the cream of the crop from the scrubs, guys. I mean, this is very, very high-level DW2 right now. Very adaptive plays coming out of Pakku right now. Really showing a lot of fight IQ.
Oh, he's adapting a lot.
Oh, but Big Red, you can't adapt to that overhand of Big Red, though, because that hit always seems to hit its mark. Oh, but a nasty hook kick. These guys are talking to each other a lot right now. I'm liking it. I'm liking the casual banter right now. It's not even shit talk. They're just letting each other know what's going on. Looks like they're talking about how their days are going. I don't even know. Oh, these two guys are doing capoeira around each other right now. It's looking like some ballet shit.
Oh,
that low kick. That low kick against the cage as Pakku's trying to stand up ended up doing like 4 ticks of damage. That was huge. You'll see that happen a lot with this game. For those of you that are watching this right now and aren't familiar with it, a lot of the times when you land a kick, just by the way that the physics work in this game, it can actually do damage on the way out of the attack just as it did on the way into the attack. It just depends on how your leg collides with their body. But you have situations where somebody just steps like Big Red's been doing. You know, he'll do an axe kick and he'll just step on Pakku's body just right and ends up doing 5 times as much damage as he should have. It's one of the many quirks of the game and one of the reasons why I love it, honestly. You never know what's going to happen, man. Every match of DW2 is different. There's a new bug every time.
Yeah, I feel for Pakku, man. It seems like he's tripping up on nothing a whole bunch.
Yeah, I'd say Pakku being on the ground for a majority of this fight is not entirely his fault, but at the start of the round, his perfect blocks were lacking, but both of these guys seem to have found their rhythm, and they're both consistently blocking each other's attacks. Really showcasing some high-level gameplay here. Wow, Pakku just stands, perfect blocks a huge combo from Big Red and just sends one single hook his way to end his shit. That was pretty impressive by Pakku there.
Wow, he is destroying that point lead that Red had.
Oh, Pakku just landed a huge hit with a Beyblade on Big Red, and you know, as Hank just said, that point difference is going away pretty quick. Pakku is really starting to pick it up right now. This is very impressive that Pakku's managed to keep his composure this entire time. And I don't think nasty hacks kick by Big Red, but I wouldn't say Big Red's losing his composure whatsoever. I just think Pakku's, you know, again, like I was saying earlier, just using all that experience and showcasing very high-level game sense and high-level DW2, good fight IQ by adapting to Big Red. You know, doing what I was mentioning, he was attacking first less often to give Big Red less opportunities to counter-strike. He was hitting more perfect blocks. You know, he's learning that Big Red really likes to throw that overhand, and he's getting a lot of good counter hooks in. As a result, like just now as I was saying it, yeah, this is looking really good for Pakku right now. We'll see if Big Red can continue to maintain his composure, if he's going to start slipping, because when you're having a dominant first 5 minutes and then some stuff like this happens when your opponent just seems to be getting better and better and better as the fight goes on, that can break some people. You know, this last 5 minutes from Big Red, you know, we'll see what he can do, but he might crack. If there's anyone that's going to be able to put that pressure on, that's going to make a player as skilled as Big Red crack, it's going to be Pakku. So we'll see. Now Pakku's starting to get Big Red on the ground a lot. I say as he falls.
Yeah, I think he's trying to feint a little too hard. Yeah,
he might. Some of these falls look like they might have been from a side dash that was poorly timed, actually. I think Pakku might be using some dashes, but it's kind of hard to tell when you're watching a fight, you know, who's dashing and when, just because, you know, they're both on 30, 40 ping, which isn't high ping whatsoever, but it's really hard to tell when somebody's dashing unless you're actually in the fight, so it's kind of hard to say why Pakku's falling so much, but that might be part of it.
Well, Red is bringing back the heat, man. He's widening out that point, not letting me get anything done.
Man, this is a good fight. Oh! That hook from Big Red was textbook right there. And he gets on Pakku's shoulders for a second. I don't know what was going on there. I thought he was about to start piggyback riding.
Trying to get some of that wiggle damage.
Hey, that wiggle damage is huge, man. Never underestimate the wiggle damage. Again,
wow.
Pakku is able to just eat a huge combo out of Big Red and then come in with a counter. But despite weathering the storm and coming in with an excellent counter, still ends up getting KO'd right now. Big Red, in the last minute, has managed to get his 1,000-point lead back. It's looking like he's starting to adapt to Pakku's adaptations, you might say. It's kind of hard to exactly analyze it on the fly, but it looks like Big Red changed something up here, because Pakku's starting to slip a little bit on that leaderboard.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of it really is, you know, who's throwing and who's countering. And unless you're both just going straight at it, there's a lot of timing involved. Oh, a sweet flip.
Pakku just walking forward with these hands right now, not really giving a shit if Big Red is going to counter him or not, because he's confident that he's going to land first anyway. You can't counter an attack if you're flying through the air, and it's looking like Pakku's game plan is to just bring it on to Big Red right now and overwhelm him with pressure, but Big Red is just not folding whatsoever, and he's getting some big pressure combos of his own in. Pakku standing up though, huge. I think that was a head kick. Sends Big Red flying across the cage, and now he's in the clinch, landing some uppercuts and some hooks. Oh my god, this is so back and forth right now. 1,500 point lead for Big Red though, despite the fact that it's looking like
500.
Oh, 500. You're right.
Yeah, this is close, man. We're about to get a kill. That's of course going to change everything up.
7-7. 7-7, 200 point advantage for Big Red. 1 minute left. But the issue here is that
Pakku's
Pakku's on low health.
Yeah.
Big Red gets up right away, and Pakku just does not land the perfect blocks that he needed to land there. That severely dampened his chances of winning, the fact that he wasn't able to get any work done with what was left of his health bar there. Those 200 points you get for a KO really do make all the difference in some of these fights, man.
Oh yeah, and you normally get some knockdown or like a crit on top of that. I mean, you can get a couple hundred easy.
A matter of seconds. 20 seconds left, and despite the fact that Pakku's really putting on pressure with these Beyblades right now, all Big Red needs to do is just stand there and block a couple more attacks, and it's looking like he's going to run away with this. 10 seconds left, 600 points up for Big Red, and despite a very impressive mid-round comeback by Pakku, Big Red manages to pull it right back in the end and prove himself the better fighter. That was a very good match.
It was amazing. Red never did actually lose the lead, I don't think.
Yeah, but they were even for the whole middle of that fight. I mean, it was back and forth, back and forth.
Super tight.
It was awesome. Let's hop in general.
Yeah, like as soon as I started playing, I felt my heart going. Shit, I really thought I was like gonna be okay. Nope.
Yeah, no. Good fight though.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
Yeah, that was a really
old
close
times.
one, guys.
I held out and you just kept fucking pulling. You kept pulling back, and I was like, God damn it, God damn it, God damn it. And I keep like getting back on it.
Yeah, I like to play with my movement around. It almost never works out for me, but when it does, it's pretty
sorry.
Usually, I hate them. All right, we're fighting.
And we're off. Exhibition between
And I crashed.
Burrito. I'll send you another invite.
What the fuck?
Right now we got an exhibition between Allosaur and Burrito. Allosaur, very well known in the DW2 community. You know, we all love the man. And Burrito, who's currently the #2 contender. For those of you who don't know both of these guys, you're probably in for a treat with this fight. That's all I'm gonna say. It's probably gonna be fun to watch. I'll say that.
Alright.
I do believe that Oleg crashed. So since there's no way that you two are gonna get back in this lobby because it's all glitched up or whatever, Oleg is just gonna stream me casting the match to Discord, which means that the commentary is gonna be very behind. So I'm just gonna focus on saying funny shit instead of actually commentating the fight. So just so you guys know ahead of time, if I say some shit and you have no idea what I'm referring to, it's because there's a delay, because Oleg is currently having to stream a stream. You know, if this wasn't an exhibition, we would have restarted everything, but at this point, it doesn't really matter.
Long story short, Burrito has kind of been obliterating Allosaur.
Yeah, right now, Allosaur is just clinging on to whatever's left of his life force right now.
Allosaur is trying
Burrito's been
his best.
just sapping it out of him. Burrito's currently stealing Allosaur's fucking soul. By the way, what were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say we have a 1,400 point lead, but you go ahead.
And Burrito's just kind of standing free cam and try to perfect block, ends up failing, unfortunately. But while we're here, why don't we talk about this cage? I mean, now that I know you guys are watching my stream, I know you'll see if I hold on. If you guys check this out, Allosaur himself, who's the guy currently getting his ass whooped, actually made this map, obviously based around the UFC arena. As you can see, UFC 400 main event, Zion versus Vadix.
Oh yes.
Joey's World Tour's backseat, I guess, is where the fight's taking place. Yeah, just thought I'd point that out. You're a real one if you know who Zion and Vadix are. If you don't, I'm so sorry. You should know who they are.
There seems to be a really bad curse of map creators getting beaten up on their own maps in exhibition fights.
Yeah. Yeah, Hank did it to Architecto on Dojo 3.0, which is one of the most awesome maps in the game. I think
did it to Architecto on Dojo 3.0.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And yeah, now on Allosaur's map, he's getting. I mean, honestly, right now I'm actually impressed that Allosaur has made it to the halfway point and is only 1,400 points behind. I thought he'd be like 4,000 points behind by the 5-minute mark. So I'm pretty impressed right now.
All memes aside, Allosaur is not quite as bad as everybody says he is. He's a pretty
Just a constant free camping out of burrito, man.
Yeah, he's alright.
I love it. Oh, I forgot that my POV was being streamed, so my camera work has been subpar, guys. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you gotta.
I'll try to give you guys some dynamic camera angles here. Ooh,
He says as he beats up the naked man.
Get those action shots in. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm probably giving you guys motion sickness right now.
Feels like a Michael Bay movie.
Let's take a moment to appreciate Allosaur's naked man in an eye patch skin. I like the concept behind it. I like the execution. I'll tell you one thing: this map, which is pretty fucking awesome, and his performance. Hold on, I just tripped on my words. His map and his outfit are far more impressive than his performance right now. Is what I'm trying to say.
We got a Corn Nuts sponsorship on the
Oh, is there?
Post over here. Yeah, we got a Harley. Yeah, Corn Nuts. I've never eaten Corn Nuts, but if Allosaur's vouching for them.
Burrito just standing and typing. He does not seem too concerned about Allosaur getting these points up again. Burrito says, I would rather shit in my hands and clap than do this to you again. If that is not some of the most devastating BM we've ever seen in the league, I don't know what is. Second KO for Allosaur, though. Only took 6.5 minutes. No, all things considered right now, it's no secret that Burrito is a very, very good player, and Allosaur is performing way better against him than I thought. Honestly, ignoring the fact that Burrito has just stood there typing and let Allosaur smack him up several times, we'll just ignore that fact. I'd say Allosaur's performance is pretty good overall. I mean, he lands a good overhand on Burrito.
Don't ignore the fact
that
Burrito is still 2,000 points ahead, no matter how many times he lets Allosaur punch him in the mouth. It's just like it's a fact of the matter that I don't think Allosaur's going to be able to win this match in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, just for the record, if you guys think that we're being too hard on Allosaur right now, he would agree with pretty much everything we're saying. He didn't expect himself to win this. I mean, it's an exhibition for a reason, guys. It's fun. Allosaur's only level 30. You know, he has a decent amount of playtime in the game, but
if anything, it makes Allosaur a real one, to be honest.
Yeah, Allosaur is a real one.
He went into this knowing he was gonna lose. I fuck with him.
I love Allosaur, man, because like people will talk so much shit about how he plays to his face, and he just laughs it off. Like he knows, he's like, yeah, I'm fucking dog shit at the game. I know. Nah, I'm playing, guys. Honestly, Allosaur originally, before this fight, he's been clamoring for all these exhibitions recently because he's had ping issues in the past. But looking at his ping, it's been consistently below 80 this whole fight. So in the near future, you guys might be seeing Allosaur get some, I'll say, less experienced players than Burrito, and actually have ranked non-exhibition matches if he so desired.
Honestly, yeah. You can't fault him for losing to Burrito. You can't fault anybody for losing to Burrito.
Definitely not. If I put Allosaur up against another unranked opponent, you know, somebody else who's also maybe a yellow belt and orange or an orange belt, he might surprise us. You know, most of the time when I see Allosaur fight, it's against top level guys like me and Burrito or Hank, and he gets kind of demolished. But he's holding his own almost against Burrito right now.
Don't mind.
I'd say overall, this is nothing but impressive for Allosaur. Knowing both of these players and knowing the context of this match, I'd say this is nothing but impressive for Allosaur.
Allosaur got kills. That's what I can say. How many did he get? Can you stream that real quick?
3.
3 kills? 3 out of 7? That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all. shout out to Allosaur for being a champ. I already know that he's gonna watch this VOD and hear all this. So I want you to know, Allosaur, you're a champ. I mean, you're going out there against a man who very well may be about to, be in a position to possibly challenge NM for the title, and somebody who a lot of people would say could beat NM. And Allosaur said, "Fuck it," even though he's only level 30, he went into the cage and fought him anyway in front of everyone. All right, so he certainly you can't take anything away from Allosaur for this performance. He did way better than we thought he would, and it was a pretty ballsy move for him to even show up. So
congratulations, Burrito.
Congratulations to Burrito, and congratulations to Allosaur. It was an impressive showing for both of them, I'd say.
I don't know how this is gonna go. I haven't seen Caleb fight in a while. Freddie Mercenary.
He's probably been training by lifting Big Macs, Maybe it's making him strong. Okay, right now they're just kind of making out. Very nice of them. The tension was kind of strong going into this fight. And Larry's gets set flying. Well, but he defends himself.
4 clinch breaks in a row.
Yeah, that's
a lot of Caleb's just clinch breaking.
He wants to be socially distanced, He doesn't want to risk it.
He's the one running in. He's just running in, clinch break, clinch break. See?
It's just...
Yeah, I had a very similar fight with him.
Is this all he does now?
I hope not. He's not there. He's throwing like 10 strikes his entire fight.
Because it's not making for an entertaining fight.
Larry is trying his best
That's what he
to
did to me in the tournament.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's throwing
there we
now.
go, Beyblading.
He's throwing now.
Oh, damn. Good shot.
Oh, man.
Caleb.
Nice spinning back fist from Caleb. Caleb was doing a really good job of staying on the outside, but now he's trying to get some of these clinch strikes in.
And Larry lands a spinning back kick, but to no avail as Caleb is still alive and being on the offensive.
I don't know how offensive this is. He's getting his strikes in. He's timing his strikes really well, but not a lot of volume.
Yeah, I mean, they're both oh, and Larry's about to get yeeted in the cage, and you know how much I love seeing people go over a cage. I don't know why, but
it's always nice.
Happen. And Caleb lent his booty to Larry for a moment.
TrillLarry.
He gets back up, and Larry he escapes a flurry by Freddie Mercury.
Both fighters get sent flying.
Oh, and they got sent flying. Holy shit. Ooh. Ah, nice side.
Sit down.
Oh shit! Good shots landed by Freddie Mercenary. And Larry striking back. And it's a back and forth.
Freddie Mercenary actually winning this fight.
At this point, it's hard to tell if there will even be a proper winner, because it looks like it just changes by the second. It looked like Larry was going to win, but now it's Freddie Mercenary, and he gets a KO! Holy shit!
He's almost 1,000 points ahead.
Unbelievable.
This is quite the fight. Oh, Larry coming back in, though.
Oh.
That was
managed
brutal.
to squeeze some of that lead back
There we
out.
go. He made his comeback.
Only losing by 400 points at this point. Yeah, they do.
I think he was trying to say clinch breaks, maybe?
I don't know what he was trying to say, but he's wrong.
Yeah, well, clinch breaks don't, so maybe that's...
Clinch breaks don't. Maybe that's what he was trying to say.
That has been a primary tactic. Perfect block is half points, I believe, though. So it's a little bit less.
Perfect blocks is still a full 20 points.
Oh.
because I was getting like a lot of them in my fight with your boy. I gotta remember his name.
Arky?
No, I just fought.
Elmaster? Oh.
No, Krabs.
Krabs, yeah.
Oh. That was my boy.
I don't know if
Come
Krabs
steal all
even
my
knows
money.
anyone. No offense, but
Yeah, I don't really know.
TrillLarry has really squeezed his fucking lack of points. Everything he's gotten, I haven't even seen, but he just got like 400 points in the time that I was trying to remember who my opponent was in my last fight.
Yeah, it's neck and neck now.
Crazy, he just squeezed back from a 1,000-point lead.
we know there was a bit of a heated rivalry between these two headed in, so we're gonna see how it culminates within the next 10 minutes.
There has been a lot of shit talk. Oh man, knocked across the cage. Spinning back fist in the back of the head.
Ooh, yikes. And if it sounds like I'm a bit delayed, it's because I'm literally
Watching the
watching.
stream.
Yeah, like, you're like a few seconds away, like, from me.
Yeah.
You're like ahead. So... And I'm speaking silly because I got my head beaten in by Burrito right now, so... Excuse me for sounding ridiculous.
Alright, I'm streaming it to Discord.
Alright, maybe that's better. Oh shit, you're actually spectating in the battle. I did not realize.
Oh yeah.
And
Here we go.
TrillLarry
200
actually
point
wins.
difference.
Yeah, we have a 200-point difference.
Clench.
The kills are all evened up. I don't know who's gonna win this match. We still have half of it to go.
Could this even
Larry
potentially
just
lead
lost
to the
half of his
first
health.
draw? Could this even be a draw, maybe? Who knows?
If it is a draw, I'm gonna shit myself, Allosaur.
Dude,
I
If
really
we get a
straight up shit
perfect tie,
dude, I will shit myself and shit all over the legislative building here in Manitoba.
Just do that, yeah, why not?
And I will stream it on live TV. Back
If you
to
can
fight,
find a channel that'll broadcast
Oh
it, why is
my
everybody
God.
losing their health so fast?
because
did
200
you
point
see
lead.
that?
this fight is powered by the gods, no mercy given whatsoever. And Caleb gets sent flying again.
And Larry's
he's
back
on
in the
verge
lead.
of
Took the
KO,
lead.
and there he goes.
300-point lead
Just
for
took
Larry.
the lead.
Classic Larry.
Come on. So
Yeah,
much shit talk.
This is why we love Larry, man. He's entertaining in and out of the cage. I actually cannot believe that Larry actually trained me ahead of the fight. Like, it was unreal.
He has definitely managed to keep his 300-point lead. Not falling a point behind so far.
Larry's doing a great job doing what he does best. I mean,
Staying right ahead of you. To the end of the he's gonna stay right ahead of him to the end of the match most likely, and then gain like 400 points right at the end.
he most likely will. He's probably gonna suck his life force by the end of this fight.
It's also too early to tell though. I'm just judging by experience. It happened twice, I think, in the NA Open 1.
And like we already saw, like at the beginning of this match, I just thought, oh, Larry's gonna win this, and then Caleb turned it around, and now I just like,
Oh, and Caleb's
I don't
bringing
e-
it back around.
I don't even want to bet on
it.
a winner. I'll just let myself get surprised watching this.
Caleb is 4 points behind, 100 points behind. Never mind, 200 points behind.
And they both fall over like idiots.
Yeah, once Larry gets that, once he gets the kills on Larry, though, it's gonna be tight.
See if Larry gives it up.
Ooh, and Larry's sent flying, and oh my goodness, Freddie Mercenary actually gets a kill.
We are still
on
even.
Larry. As we said, folks, we cannot really determine a true winner until the time expires. This is too close of a fight.
Yeah, it was
It's-
a lot closer than I was expecting.
This is like
Oh,
watching
no.
two gods going at it.
Larry promised a definitive win. It's not looking like it. He's 20 points ahead of his competition. This has been the closest
Oh.
match of the competition so far.
This might even be fight of the night. Like, I think it will be. Like, I've never seen such a back and forth in a while.
The perfect blocks have not been lacking, however.
Oh, no. Ooh! Impressive.
What a crazy
knockdown.
exchange. I find myself not even wanting to commentate. I just kind of want to watch at this point.
I'm just running out of things to say. Oh, damn!
Another knockdown.
He goes down, but he gets back up. Oh, never mind. He goes back
There he
down.
is.
Nasty
extended
quick hook.
To 500 points.
Oh!
Almost knocked out of the cage, Tank Abbott style.
God, I wish Panic Habit actually pulled that off.
Oh, I wish I would have made the cage. They actually ended up making the cage higher.
Yep, because of that. fucking-
What?
They ended up making the cage higher in the UFC because Tank Abbott tried to throw somebody out of it.
And honestly, if I join the UFC, I don't care how legal it is, I want to be the first fighter to accomplish throwing another fighter successfully out of the cage. I do not give a shit.
I
if
think he
it's
tried it
fucking
again
awful.
after that and they made it illegal, if I'm not mistaken.
If he tried again, then I want to see that, because I can't find a clip for that.
I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but that's what I remember hearing. Don't quote me on that, though. I'm on
Ooh.
stream, I probably shouldn't be saying fucking misinformation bullshit.
Ooh. Yeah, don't disinform people like the ones who think that the original King Kong vs. Godzilla had two endings where Godzilla won and one where King Kong won, and we know how that turned out. It was false.
We have quite the King Kong and Godzilla match going on in the cage right now.
Yeah, just like 2 days away from the real thing going to happen real soon this week in Godzilla vs. Kong.
Which one's King Kong and which one's Godzilla?
I think... right now, this is kind of hard for me to say, but I think... Honestly, I just really do not know. This is kind of hard for me to compare.
The winner's King Kong. I'll just say that.
Oh...
Man, I don't know who's going to win this. Still 600 points behind, but 3 minutes left in the round.
Yeah, Larry normally does his best work at the end, though.
That is true, but this is the end, so we need to start seeing that best work. And he's getting knocked out quite a bit.
I can't argue with that.
We can only imagine how furious Larry will be if he actually loses to Caleb. But even then, he would lose in spectacular fashion because this is actually a very, very good fight.
Just comes in to stomp on the head real quick.
Ooh.
Quite the knockdown.
An eggplant is just getting beaten right now.
Really putting some of that lead behind him. Only a 200-point lead in between Caleb and Larry at the moment.
As I said earlier, if there is a fight in DW2 that becomes a draw or should become a draw, this could be it.
This is definitely one of them. As you can see, they've completely stopped shit-talking each other, and they've just started punching each other in the mouth. I assume they've lost a few teeth, and they can't quite get their words out anymore.
I mean, actions speak louder than words, you know, so maybe they realize that's what has to happen here, because, I mean, they would be just, like, stalling if they kept trash-talking, really.
Oh, quite possibly, yeah. And I don't think Caleb wants any of that, given his 200-point disadvantage with 1 minute left to go. Now,
Yep.
just about 500.
Shit.
He's not getting enough
Now
of
they're
these knockout
hugging.
bonuses.
And now they're
There we
fighting.
go.
And right out of the
Soon
cage!
we'll
Holy
say
fuck! Holy fuck! And now he hits in the Tridentron, and then he gets back in.
Oh my god.
Oh, and right in the dick, but he perfect blocks it.
Come on. Let's see what happens. This is a scary match.
A fucking blood.
Oh no, Caleb loses his balance at the wrong time. Whoever gets this next kill is quite possibly going to win the match. Oh no.
Who's to say there even will be a kill?
That's also true. There we go.
Never mind! Yeah, Larry's definitely gonna win this one. Right now.
500-point lead, 30 seconds left in the match. It is looking like it's in Larry's favor, but I still think it's too early to tell.
Oh. Oh my god!
Oh my
no.
god.
You got
This
so
is
close.
way too close. But so little time.
That was
Oh my
such a
god.
Close fight.
Holy.
What do we-
fuck.
What was that? Like 50 points?
That
or
was a
something?
50-point difference.
And he still goes on after the fight.
Alright, let's go back in and see what they have to say about that.
Definitely.
Oh,
Imagine
Wow.
making Caleb look competitive
Alright.
to you.
oh my god.
That was a 50-point lead. That was close.
Jesus, man.
That was
a very.
way
That
closer
was
than I thought it would be.
slipping, man.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Hey.
Watch me piece
I
this
kept my
man.
promise,
Also
bro.
wins by 50 points.
I kept my promise of winning, okay? Fuck you.
And the fight starts now. Holy shit.
Go. Oops. Alright. Both players are coming in very strong. Ooh, a good kick from Motley. Both exchanging.
Oh, holy crap.
The first knockdown of the match.
But he defends himself real good.
Yes, I've definitely played with both of these players, and I have to say, they're both pretty good. Oh shit, I'm seeing a bunch of weird head sparks on my screen. Anyways,
I've played
ooh,
with Nick a few times. I can
another
say
good knockdown.
He's a
Another
tough guy.
knockdown. Actually, that's
Oh.
the first knockdown from Nick. Oops. Alright, ooh.
Oh, yeeted right out of the mat.
Schmack.
Excellent strikes being landed so far.
Whoa. Both of them are punching each other in the face, and they're both falling over.
They're giving it their all so far. Excellent combos. I'm very impressed by their ability to land combos.
Alright, they're both exchanging pretty decent hits. There's been a few critical hits here and there. This is a pretty average fight so far. Well, we still have 13 minutes left, so I mean, ooh. Good knockdown, good kick from Motley. Alright, BIGDIKNIQ trying out the Beyblade technique. Ooh, when
When he gets KO'd.
gets his ass knocked down to the ground.
Motley trying to reach down to go below his belt, and he wins!
Motley used the ground to kill Nick, and it worked.
Motley really wants
Absolutely
Nick's big dick.
dirty strategy from Motley.
What can you expect from a guy whose profile picture is an anime crap?
Yeah, they're both exchanging perfect blocks. And clinch breaks, too.
Ooh.
BIGDIKNIQ was freestyling. You should not do that in a competitive fight, because people will see that and take advantage of it.
Oh!
But that doesn't
Really
seem
good
to
head
matter,
kick.
because Nick knocks out Motley, and they're both at 1-1 so far.
With a
But
really
Nick
good
is
head
winning
kick.
in points. Yes. You're just not the same without crowd noises. You want to turn them on real quick?
I hate crowd noises, so that's why I
Sorry
turned them
about
off.
Ooh! BIGDIKNIQ got sent to the moon by Motley. That is pretty decent. Now they're back to exchanging perfect blocks again. Gotta say, the dojo is a pretty good map choice for this grudge match. Ooh! And BIGDIKNIQ sends Motley to the moon.
I mean,
So I
dojos
guess
like this
they're
were
just gonna
the
keep
ancient
sending each other
tradition,
to the
so
moon.
this was a perfect
Ooh.
choice. Ooh.
Damn, some really heavy hits right now. Yeah, they're back to ping-ponging their perfect blocks. I have a feeling they're going to do that for the entire match. Ooh. Oh, and Motley uses the ground again to kill Nick. Gotta say, he seems pretty menacing right now. I just can't put my finger on it, though. Alright, back to exchanging hits. Ooh. Alright. This kind of seems like a dance battle now. This doesn't really seem like a fight. And now they're making out.
They love each other too much. They just can't express it well.
Again, but Motley caught him. And he sent his ass down to the ground again. Oh. And BIGDIKNIQ responds with a knockdown of his own. And now he's doing his fancy karate poses again.
Ooh.
Yep. Nick was freestyling yet again. Motley caught that and knocked his ass down. Ooh!
Okay, I hope he's listening to the broadcast so he can
Nick
know what to not do.
Oh, Nick knocked Motley down.
Oh! What the hell was that? That was like...
Nick is so powerful, he used the fucking air to help him knock him down, knock him out.
Power of gravity, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, he's also super powerful. He perfect blocked nothing. That's how good he is.
Ooh.
It's either that or this room's just really laggy. You be the judge of that, audience. Oh, a really nasty kick from Motley.
Ooh.
Motley's just out here disrespecting Nick. Ooh, and Nick fires back with his own punch. Or a kick, I don't know.
Oh, good kick. Really good match so far from these
Nick
two.
is channeling his inner Karate Kid right now, folks. And he's freestyling. Nick, oh my god. Nick spamming the 2 roundhouses won't help you win this fight. Just saying.
As you said, he spawned his inner Karate Kid in him, and that's what happens when you fight in an actual dojo.
Ooh, a really powerful punch. Powerful punch from Nick, but Motley comes back with a punch of his own. The score is neck and neck right now.
Extremely back and forth to a KO. That is impressive. Oh,
yes.
shit.
Oh, that was a nasty combo.
Now it looks like BIGDIKNIQ is actually paying the price. And, he strikes, but
as we've seen Allosaur, he's been freestyling quite a bit so far, and that's been the main source of Motley's criticals.
Yep.
Oh, block spam. Nick lost 20 points.
Oh.
So you should never lose points in a high-profile DW2 fight.
And BIGDIKNIQ is actually doing that great.
Will his big dick help him win? Let's find out. Ooh, yes it will. Oh!
Excellent ground KO.
Big wiener. Holy shit, that is impressive.
It's like he slapped his big wiener onto him against it.
It's what Larry tried to do, but he couldn't do it.
Man, you also have a bullet Larry besides burrito.
Big Nick.
Shit.
Try saying that really fast.
No, fuck that. I ain't saying shit. That's too much.
Nick's roundhouse and the axe kick move. But it's not working because Nick's powering back with really heavy hits. Holy shit.
Now they're hugging and making out. Block spam on Motley's behalf.
Yes, you should never block spam. That's the main lesson of life, kids. In life, you should never block spam. You'll become a homeless man if you do.
Very true. It's just a way of...
I did that.
It's a way of not facing your problems ahead, face on.
They're making out again. I don't think that really counts as fighting.
Oh, shit!
With the jab from Motley. And knocks down. He's showing off.
He's gonna gas himself very quickly if he keeps showing off that way. Ooh!
Probably not, because his hits are really powerful right now. 2 significance and 1 critical. And a perfect block on top. That's my favorite Sunday recipe. Ooh. I think Motley tried to kick Nick in the dick, but it didn't work. Ooh. Motley's giving Nick so much feet. I don't think Nick has a foot fetish, though, so I don't think that'll really work.
He
And
definitely
Motley's
has a dick
quest to win
fetish.
the fight, but he is winning in points, so maybe. Once again, we will let the audience decide. Ooh! Oh, a six hit combo from Motley.
Now his code is red from
Holy
all the
shit.
blood. Unbelievable.
Motley is just wanking in Nick's face right now. He's like, yeah, that's
Wank.
right. I'm the boss here, buddy.
He had to have wanked period blood onto him with the red coat that he has now.
Yeah.
Oh!
Well, it's more like ink, Allosaur. The trench coat's just red. It just looks like ink.
Alright, yeah, that's actually a pretty valid explanation.
I have a feeling that Big Dick Nick's actually a giant squid creature that evolved.
Dude!
That evolved arms and legs.
Dude, I would not doubt it. And what the fuck? He briefly spawned in the middle of the ground for a millisecond, but whatever. He's back to
He
normal.
briefly transformed into a turtle.
Oh, yes. That.
Hopefully
Yeah,
that's
actually,
part of his technique.
he's a shapeshifter
Right?
now.
Ooh. Thick Nick is too drunk right now because he keeps falling over.
I think you called him Thick Nick for there.
Nah, I said Big Dick.
Oh,
Actually,
okay,
yeah,
I heard-
I'm gonna make a petition. Change Big Dick Nick's name to Thick Dick Nick. The girls would be all over that shit, trust me.
The female player for DW2
Nick was
increases and
freestyling
never
yet
mind.
again. Motley caught him and sent his ass to the ground.
His
And
dick
he's
was
showing
taken
off
away
again,
as
pulling the Oleg.
He loses his dick from
He's
that
taking
nail
his
alone.
dick and he's twisting it into a fucking corkscrew.
Ew.
I don't know why you're saying ew, Allosaur. I thought you were into that shit.
I mean, you know what?
And Motley is just pummeling Nick with his fist. He's fisting Nick so hard right now. And yes, pun very intended.
Oh, I can tell.
Clinch break from Nick. Ooh. Seemingly powerful hit from Nick. Did not register and he gets his ass gets sent to the ground once again.
It's too much freestyling, that's why. Oh, and he gets...
Nah, he didn't freestyle that time.
Okay.
That
Man,
was
I'm a
just
terrible
normal.
analyst then.
You might be a terrible analyst, but you're really good with anal.
Oh, you motherfucker, I expected you to go there.
Anyways, back to the match. Ooh, another decent hit punch from Nick. This fight's been pretty decent so far. The score's been mostly even. Motley's winning with a 1,000 point deficit.
Although the Beyblade technique kind of failed on Nick
Oh!
right now. Oh, and Eagle has a good jab.
Nick.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, man, Nick's using his dick to increase his velocity.
The power of the
And it might be
testosterone, my
working,
friends.
but let's just see. 3 minutes left, anything is possible, ladies
Maybe-
and gentlemen.
If Nick wins, it appears Motley will have to have Big Dick Nick's kids
Ooh.
right after.
Trying to do this. Nick's trying to do the Swiss Army kicks. Does not work. Ooh. Gets shmeated to the ground. Oh. Another KO for Motley.
Motley's ping is being used to his advantage.
Ooh, 500 ping. Ooh, that might be a disqualification. We don't know. If Larry was here, he'd be all over that shit. Trust me.
Oh, he would have demanded the fight be stopped right now.
He did that for my fight with the Walrus. If you want to see that happen, go check out the very first, check out the finals for the DW2 NA Open on Oleg's channel.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Well, if apparently ping does not matter in
Dancing
exhibition
punches.
matches, it appears
Let's see
Zion
if
is
Nick can
eligible
knock
for
him out.
exhibitions. Oh!
And Zion's just jacking off in near a bush somewhere.
Because he knows that he has a chance to be in pro leagues.
Ejaculating his extremely shitty ping into this match.
Yes. He
Ooh,
definitely
Motley's
is the power-
winning by 1,500 points.
And ping, no less. You can thank
Yes,
Zion for that shit.
Could be a contributing factor.
Oh, it looks like they
Ooh.
were riding each other for a bit, and oh my god, Nick
Their
actually gets
legs
a win.
like tangled with one another, and it sent them both to the ground. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Nick gets smacked in the face again.
and sent flying. Motley is, but he gets back up instantly, and then he goes down again.
Another nasty punch from Nick.
Now they're hugging again.
Both of these fighters are extremely strong, but Motley is seeming to be the one that will come off top. Oh, another good axe kick from Nick. Registered as a significant strike, but it did not send him to the ground. Oh, both exchanging
Really
hits
good
again.
back and forth.
Taking out again. Clinch break. Ooh, normal kick in the roundhouse. Oh, and down goes Nick once again.
Right when he was in movement of the spin.
Currently 7-5, ladies and gentlemen.
Haha, and he falls down.
Or 5-7 if you're looking through Oleg's camera. Actually, never mind. Oleg's camera was my camera. My bad. Ooh. See if he'll ping pong perfect blocks again. Ooh. Will Nick knock Motley out? Yes, he will. Using his big dick energy to get that next knockout.
Motley might even have his kids by tonight.
Probably. I don't think Allosaur passed biology in high school. Ooh.
Dude, no, I know they'll have kids
Nick.
because
He renamed the Clutch Dick Nick. Will he maybe make those points? Probably not.
ooh.
Nick gets flippity flopped like a pancake.
And then Motley just stands still with the ping.
Motley froze for a second. Ooh, 3, 2, 1. And Motley is our winner for tonight.
And he's so
That
lucky
is
this was an
amazing.
exhibition because this would have been a DQ otherwise with his ping level, and they're still going on. I guess he was real mad about
They're
Motley
still
using the
fighting
ping.
for the custody of their up-and-coming child. That was
Yeah.
a really that was a pretty good.
Oh, let's get it. Fight, people. Oh, you just...
I don't think Moleboy was ready for this.
Oh.
He
I
thought
probably
he
should've
was going to
pressed
get a
buttons.
bathroom break, but now he's got to fight like he needs to pee right now.
I'm gonna call timeout 7 minutes into this fight. None of us are gonna know what to do.
Oh, yes. Well, they're starting off strong. Neither of them are shy about hitting each other.
They have
So
just
once we get past the introductory shadow boxing stage of this fight, it should be a good one. Oh. Moleboy is taking a lot more damage, but I feel like they're throwing pretty evenly.
They seem to be orbiting towards each other and away from each other, right outside of the range.
Walrus is, I feel like he's focusing more on those punch combos, not necessarily just like heavy damage, but also just like getting in the pocket and seeing how Moleboy reacts to what he's throwing. Whereas Moleboy is just going in for haymakers, and it's costing him a little bit because he's got to work on his block timing a little bit. Oh, there you go.
Let's manage to knock him to canvas.
They're definitely just going back and forth. Oh,
Moleboy does have the point advantage, however.
but it is very early in the fight, so we'll see how he can hold on to that.
Oh yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen. He's about to die as well.
Oh, yeah, and that's the thing. So once Walrus is at 500, we'll see if Moleboy can actually generate a meaningful comeback without losing too much of his health. Oh, okay. Looks like he's doing that now instead of later. I like that.
Well, maybe not. Well, maybe he is. What's going on here?
I feel like this is our first display of capoeira in the DW2 Pro League. This is truly art. It's interpretive dance mixed with violence.
There we go.
And a double KO. Beautiful.
Moleboy's still in the lead. 200 points.
Yeah, but all it's going to take is a couple combos from Walrus to make up for that, and we'll see if they continue just going straight 1 for 1.
Hopefully we start seeing some knockdown bonuses, critical strikes, because we haven't seen any of those so far, I don't think.
And I don't know about you, but personally, I love an even fight. Because an even fight is somewhat rare so far in the DW2 Pro League, because cadence really dictates, and like, you know, just how a fighter feels about how they're doing dictates so much of how well they actually do. It's interesting to see how people will adapt in a very even scenario. because at that point they have to technically outscore their opponent versus just feeling like they're doing well and continuing their momentum.
I don't know. I feel like I like those shutouts a lot more.
Shutouts are great, don't get me wrong, but if you start seeing a shutout the first like 2 minutes of a 15-minute fight, at that point, you know, it's just the answer to the age-old question, like, how would you do against a classroom of third graders?
Exactly.
Spoiler alert, you'd win and you'd go to jail.
I do say that as a fighter, however. Not so
that's-
much as a commentator.
Yeah, for sure. No, I totally see that, because everyone wants to see themselves win, but I do really love when people have to get a little bit more technical, just because things are close. And Moleboy isn't exactly exponentially growing his lead. He's kind of just sticking to the cadence he built in that first life, where he's outscoring him. He's being technical enough to keep getting kills. And Walrus really needs to work on that defense to make sure he can push through and take an extra life over Moleboy to make up his point deficit. Because right now...
Is Moleboy currently on the rankings?
Not sure right now. I'll have to
If he's
check
not
the
on the rankings,
document.
he's fighting Walrus, who I believe is 4.
Well, Moleboy is currently fighting Walrus, yeah. And
No, that's what I'm
Walrus
saying.
is... Yeah, he's coming to play. Like, look at him. I mean, both fighters are incredibly active. I haven't seen a moment of inactivity during this whole round. It's just a matter of, like, neither of them seem to be playing incredibly defensively. It just seems like they really don't like each other and they're out for blood.
It's the second kill Moleboy's gotten with this life.
Yeah. Yeah, Moleboy's currently 3-1. Walrus is 1-3. Oh, there you go. 3-2. So Walrus is going to need to really block through his next life, chip away at his health with the low damaging attacks that actually score points, and then secure the kill in order to meaningfully get his points deficit back. Because you can't just go for the kill. A kill is only worth so many points. You want to make the most of the opponent's health bar if you're actually trying to win on points.
He's taken all of Moleboy's block, but he hasn't capitalized on that at all.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he's willing to actually use his positioning to his advantage as the fight goes on, or if they're just going to continue using this as a good example of a classic DW2 slugfest. Oh, we got a perfect block out of Moleboy, yeah. I don't know if I've actually seen a perfect block out of Moleboy that has contributed to his success during this match yet. So
Moleboy hasn't stopped attacking long enough for himself to actually be able to get a perfect block.
yeah, and you know what? To Walrus's credit, he has been laying into Moleboy and keeping the pressure on. It just seems like Moleboy is kind of catching on to his fight cadence and using that to his advantage to interrupt his combos, come in and knock him off his feet, and then kind of build an offense of his own from there. I mean, right now it's what, an 1,200 point game basically.
Just about.
So yeah, I mean, Walrus has plenty of time, but he's going to really need to start mounting an offense in order for this to end up being a meaningful fight.
And Walrus isn't a bad fighter by any means.
Oh no, I mean, both of these guys came to fight. It just, I think both of them kind of surprised each other with the way they're conducting themselves. And the first, I don't know, what is it, like 2 to 5 minutes of any kind of Pro League fight is somewhat of an adjustment period.
Oh yeah, just feeling each other out.
Yeah, and it's also very, very dangerous for a fighter to feel too comfortable within the first 5 minutes where they're like, oh hey, I'm winning. This is going great. Because as soon as the other fighter adjusts to their cadence and starts blocking their stuff, you can come back, like as we saw with Hawk versus 41 in that exhibition fight. You can make up 2,000 points in the last couple minutes of a fight pretty easily if you know what you're doing. So it really pays to never get too comfortable during a fight, because the thing that may have dictated your success at the beginning may be your undoing towards the end of a fight.
That's very true. Moleboy's stick to his game plan, though. He's been pretty light on his feet this entire fight.
Yeah, and I just kind of wonder if like dashing is going to work out long term for him, because sometimes when they dash is when they get caught. It'd be interesting to see if, like, slowing the fight down a little bit in terms of the footwork and just methodically pacing around your opponent is going to pay off. Walrus is... Oh, I thought Walrus was going to build a little bit of an offense there in terms of knocking Moleboy off his feet, but he kind of got caught up against the cage as well. And
now the tricky part about those dodges is timing them exactly when your opponent throws their punch. Because if you don't do that, then they're just kind of auto-targeting onto you as soon as you're dodging.
That's true.
You can't really move away from it. And I think that's the problem Moleboy's facing here.
And this is a weird fight in that, like, neither fighter is particularly doing anything wrong. It just seems like Moleboy is catching Walrus more often than not. Like with that, for example.
Yeah, exactly. He's getting these heavy power shots. Twice in a row, actually. 40 health.
It almost feels like neither fighter is really, like... I've seen a couple perfect blocks out of Moleboy, but it doesn't feel like either of them are really focusing on defense. They more just want to slug it out and see how much damage they can do to the other fighter. Because look at that.
That seems to be what it is. They're even joking about it in the chat bar.
Yeah. If 3 perfect blocks throughout a fight is hyper armor, I can't wait to see how they do against the likes of higher ranked fighters.
This is...
But look, I mean, Moleboy is being very methodical. He's actually, I'm seeing a lot of like how I fight in him, and that like you don't really worry about your positioning too much necessarily. You more just worry about blowing through your opponent's attacks with solid blocking. And you don't distract yourself with movement too much because you don't want to have to factor in 2 movements before you're ready to start an offensive. Because dashing is absolutely useful in this game, but also at the same time, I feel like if you focus too much on your movement, you stand to miss a lot of blocks you could have made because the opponent's going to start anticipating them sooner or later.
Like that.
Ooh, there you go.
It was quite the double knockdown, but only one person got the kill.
Oh yeah. And once again, Moleboy just takes a step back, patiently waits for Walrus to throw his attack, and then he just comes in with a solid overhand right.
Yeah, Moleboy's been very good on capitalizing on his openings this entire fight.
Absolutely. And I'm hoping to see Walrus kind of adapt to that, and it looks like he is a little bit because he's gotten 2 knockdowns very quickly, one after the other in the last 30 seconds.
Still 2,000 points behind going into these last 5 minutes, though.
He got a nice perfect block as well while he was getting attacked on the ground. And I notice a lot of fighters seem to struggle with the transition between blocking and attacking. And that's honestly one of those key moments, and that's where like a lot of high-level play happens. Is just we know we're both going to attack each other. We're here for a reason.
What's his second double kill of this match?
Yeah. It seems like they'd both be really like 1-to-1 with each other in a casual lobby, but the nerves might be getting to them. Because yeah, Walrus isn't moving as much as I thought he would be in response to Moleboy's stiffness.
That's for sure. Yeah, I think Walrus is throwing a lot of shots that aren't landing. What is he doing?
Oh, what is Walrus doing?
Is
Walrus giving up mid-fight?
He's giving up mid-fight.
Oh,
he can forfeit.
And Walrus is definitely not going to win. He just spammed his way down to 14 points. All right. Well,
all right, there we go. That
was probably the most disappointing thing I've seen in Pro League history so far.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's see what.
All right, let's see what happened.
What's up with that?
Oh boy, that was
incredibly disappointing.
That ending.
Congratulations, Moleboy.
My heart was definitely racing.
Wow.
I had a lot of fun.
I know how you feel, and I think you did pretty
I was
good.
not expecting that.
But of
Oh,
course,
Walrus is probably going to get knocked down a lot more than he normally would if had he completed that fight.
Yeah, like I thought he was going to. Like I didn't expect him to forfeit like that. I mean,
all he had to do was keep trying the same way and just lose honorably in the next 3 minutes. But I guess he just had enough.
What the fuck? I missed out on this fight because I was out of the thing, so he forfeited like a bitch, apparently.
That was more disappointing than being $1 short when the Scholastic Book Club came to your fucking middle school as a kid. Yeah. Like, imagine being $1 short on a Where's Waldo book.
Yeah.
That was really depressing. I don't know.
Really tragic times. Yeah, when I had the fight on as background noise and I heard that Walrus forfeit, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, he made it to the finals of the tournament, and like he kept fighting, even though NM was quite far ahead and everything. So I'm really surprised to see him forfeit like this.
This definitely made my penis very soft.
1, go.
Let's get it.
All right.
No, on his ass already.
Yeah, immediately just gets knocked down. Well, looks like we know who the next champion is. Oh, never mind.
Not quite.
Burrito comes back with the really powerful 2-hit combo. Ooh! He's just bullying this man on the ground. Holy shit. Yeah, I've definitely played with both of these people in casual lobbies. But Dural is definitely a lot stronger than Hank. But we'll just have to see what happens tonight.
Obviously, we only have a 200-point lead. Already a 200-point lead going into the first 2 minutes of the match.
Yeah. Did I say a lot stronger? I meant significantly stronger.
Significantly stronger.
Yeah. You gotta pay credit when credit's due. Hank kind of looks like one of those like orange like sponge napkins. Or like, I don't know. What does he look like to you, Hydrogen?
Oh, he looks like a traffic cone or a basketball that gains sentience. You know, Dural looks like the Pepsi Man if he took all of his clothes off. Maybe a stripped down battery.
Oh yeah. Or like a spoon.
And the points have been evened out by Hank. I think you heard my comment about the stripped down battery and or the Pepsi Man.
Actually, looks a bit like Silver Surfer.
A little bit like Silver Surfer, a lot like Silver Surfer. No surfboard. And also, not quite as smart.
Oh shit, Larry has a new rival, it seems. Oh! And Hank responds with a hook. He's like, you better not talk shit about my boyfriend, Larry. Yeah, get over here. Yeah.
Knocks him
and
down
it's a
on
knockout for Hank.
That's 40 points ahead.
Yes, thank you for doing the math for me, Hydra. I didn't really pass math in preschool.
Preschool?
Yeah. I'm that bad at math. Alright, anyways, back to the fight. Enough anecdotal bullshit. Oh, clinch break sends Dural to the ground.
No, Hank's... Dude.
Ooh. They both flip like a pancake again. Well, not again, wait. Ooh, 2 good perfect blocks from Burrito. Ooh, another good perfect block from Burrito. Burrito does exceptionally well with his defense. Like, he knows how to evade and a perfect block at a consistent pace. But, I don't know, Hank is pretty strong hits.
Hank's doing pretty good, but we gotta worry about this ping issue.
Yeah.
Because Hank is right on the ceiling, hitting about 103 ping. That's been his maximum. But it doesn't seem to matter.
Burrito said himself, anything above 100 is not okay. He's barely grazing that limit, so, I don't know. Ooh, Burrito coming in with that Beyblade tech. Ooh. Oh, a 4-hit combo. Oh, shit. 4-hit combo from Hank into a knockout. Now, seemingly like a 500 point deficit currently. Oops, spinning back fist into overhand. Ooh.
Hank with a
Can Hank man
500
hold
point
off
lead.
a little longer? so that you can get this extra kill, or will burrito. He's a burrito. Oh, well, that answers my question.
Hank's still 400 points ahead going into the first, the final part of the first 5 minutes.
I have a question for you, Hydro.
Yeah, go on.
Do you think that Burrito is the best player in the Pro League?
I don't know if anybody's the best player in anything when it comes to this game.
Yeah, but Burrito.
There's so much room for anything to happen. Burrito's up there, definitely.
Yeah,
there's
a lot of people are up
the
there.
Game and understanding how, like, you know, like you said, the fundamentals of Drunken Wrestlers too. But
yeah,
there's so much potential for a total noob to just come in here and stomp anybody.
Yeah.
And just shut out anybody in the top 5. And I'm still waiting on that to happen at some point during the Pro League's history.
Yeah, we've seen that with Walrus.
Walrus already.
Yeah.
Has done that once. But
who is Walrus anyway?
He just fought.
Oh yeah, I know, but like, where'd he come from?
He was right before the first tournament, if I recall.
Really?
Yeah, I think I fought him a lot before the first tournament, and then never fought him again afterwards.
Cool. I think you told me that before and just forgot. Well, we should probably start commentating about the fight and not about
Most likely.
Walrus.
Hank only had a 400-point lead, but he's managed to maintain that for the past 100 points, or 1,000 points, my bad.
Yes, and reminder, audience, whoever wins this fight gets a shot at my title. Oh, a good kick from Hank.
A shot at NM's paper title.
Yep. My paper mache
Knock a
title.
second knock out of the ring for the for this match.
Got sent to the moon.
Back down. Hank not using the heavy bag strategy whatsoever.
Hank was freestyling a little bit. He got clipped by Dural's fist. Dural is just fisting Hank right now. Let's see if Hank's propane will not save him in this match.
No propane allowed. He had to leave that right on. That's the only thing in his corner, actually.
Ooh, let's just hope that Hank hasn't been snorting propane fumes before this fight. Actually, that's probably why he's winning right now.
Hank's got 1,000 point lead.
Oh, another crunchy hit from Hank. Oh shit, another good hit. But Dural blocked it in time. Alright, another hit from Dural. Beyblade technique again. Does not work. Ooh, they're exchanging hits again. Ooh.
I don't know,
Wow.
Hank's got a TV
Very
off.
fierce fighting tonight.
Hank's ping just hit like 130.
Woo! Oh, mama. That was really cool. See, they both knocked each other down, but Dural was like, no, I'm stronger. So he got the critical hit. Ooh. Happened again, but this time there are no criticals involved. Let's see if Hank can knock out Dural with 16 health points left.
I have no idea how this is gonna go.
Yeah, me neither. But from
7
the looks of it, I'm gonna assume that Hank might be our winner. But I don't know, he still has 7
we're only
minutes left.
halfway through the match, and there's only an 800 point lead on the
Yeah,
board now.
ooh, good roundhouse from Hank. Oh, a double KO. Oh, shit. Dural was the light for a few brief moments. He was seeing the light. But then it faded away. But hey, it's a video game. They spawn right back in. Doesn't matter if anybody dies.
Only for your pride.
Oh shit. Hank was caught lacking again. Gets knocked out. Ooh.
Hank's still managing to maintain his lead, however.
Yeah.
It's going to be very
props to Hank
for going into
managing
the last
to
6 minutes.
maintain that lead for so long, because I've played with Burrito a lot. He's a pretty solid fighter.
Oh yeah, of course.
Ooh.
There's a reason he's up there in the rankings.
Yeah, he's like #1 right now, right?
I believe so, yeah. I think Hank's fighting for that #1 spot.
Whee! That looks so stupid. That kind of like takes you out of the moment. That takes you out of like the fucking heat for a brief moment.
What, getting floated back down?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, like a little fairy.
Yeah, wee!
Like a little battery fairy.
I bet that's the sound they make that Oleg wants to put in the game when someone flies back in.
Or screaming.
Alright. Probably, yeah.
That's what my vote's on. I don't know about you. 500-point lead
Ooh.
going into these last 5 minutes.
Oh! A little, like, brace punch and burrito knocks Hank down for a brief moment.
Hank is struggling to maintain his lead. It's shortening over the span of this match.
Yeah, it's like a 600 point, or 550 point deficit, I think. I don't know.
400
Or
points.
580.
Just
400
about,
point, yeah.
something like that. No, I'm saying 400. I'm not counting everything. The first two.
370, ooh. 340, I think. These are rough estimates, ladies and gentlemen. Do not take my word as fact. Ooh.
Hank getting the kill. Still managed to maintain that lead by about 500 points.
You know what would be cool?
What?
Like, at the end of every pro league fight, it, like, shows the stats of, like, it shows a graph of, like, the point differential and, like, how it goes up and down. That'd be pretty cool. I hope you got what I meant.
Even with the ping
Ooh.
differential, I don't know how much it's actually affecting this match.
Yeah.
This seems to be fairly competitive.
Dural is 11 ping. Holy, 9 ping. Damn, I wish I had this good of internet. Alright, Hank with his very intimidating combos. But Dural seems to be powering through a little bit. Ooh.
Hank widening me the gap.
4 good hits from
He closed
Hank.
up going into this last 4 minutes.
Now it seems like they're just gonna ping pong perfect blocks. Oh wait, probably not.
There we go.
Aw,
Another kill for Hank.
death by cage.
Almost 1,000 point lead for Hank going into these last 4 minutes. Burrito's really going to have to rack up some of these knockdown and critical strike bonuses if he wants to come back from this.
Absolutely. Hank was just standing around for a little bit.
There we go.
Ooh.
There's one knockdown and one critical
flying
damage.
to the cage. Ooh, a clinch break sends Dural to the ground.
Hank really coming in with these spinning back fists. I don't think he's landed one quite yet.
Yeah, he's channeling his inner Hawk Hydro. Yes, ooh. They're both exchanging roundhouses that aren't connecting. Ooh. Good ol' schmack from Hank. Since
No
Dural to the
knockdown
cage.
bonus.
Yeah. Well, I think Dural was flying for a little bit. He was still upright, so I think that's why it didn't count for a knockdown bonus. Ooh, they might be ping-ponging perfect block sound. Oh wait, probably not. Ooh, shit. Dural might get this. Oh! Will Hank die to the cage or to Burrito's fists? We'll find out. Ooh, tries to go in for that slick little jab, but it does not work.
Don't know how this is going to play out.
Oh!
Man.
Hank manages to hold it in for a little bit.
Burrito has a lot of work to do to build back up this point difference.
Yeah. He doesn't really do this bad.
Still
He's
1,000.
usually like even with me whenever in a casual lobby. But I think he might have something to say about that 100 ping after this
He's
fight.
probably going to have something to say, and I don't know how we're going to look at this match going forward, but the points still stand and the numbers don't lie.
Yep. Ooh. Sends Hank up to the moon and back. And as we all know, what comes up must come down.
Right down into Dural's fist, most of the time.
Yes. Ooh, a few dick kicks. but Dural perfect blocks them. Ooh, another good punch from Hank. Hank's trying to scare Burrito with his flying fist, but does not seem to work. Ooh!
1 minute left on the clock,
break
but that was a
Hank,
point
and they
difference
both
to
went
make up for
down.
Burrito.
Both got sent down to the ground. Dural said, if I'm going down, you're going down with me. Ooh, and that happened again. Oh! Burrito might have this if he plays smart and gets really lucky with his criticals.
He's still got some work to do.
Alright. Hank with his uppercut and a jab combo that Oleg uses a lot in comps. Ooh.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that was a tricky combo.
5 seconds
tricky.
left. 5, 4,
Tricky
3,
fake back.
2, 1, and that is it. Hankman64 is our winner. Everybody make some noise. Hooray!
Let's go in
We
and see what
did it!
happened. Alright, what happened?
Ooh, good fight, Hank. Oh, he
That
can't
was a
hear
good
me yet.
match.
That was a good match. That ping was pretty bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kept getting hit by and like flipped up by kicks I thought I wouldn't.
We're definitely gonna
But-
have to run this one back at some point.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Good fight,
I just
Hank.
want to stop it right in the middle, you know?